Good afternoon everyone, welcome to a new Tenerife live stream. We are here somewhere a little bit different. As you can see in the title, I do think this place is quite underrated. They've done a lot of improvements over the last year or so, particularly the last few months. So we've come down, haven't been here for about 6 months or so now. So we're gonna have a nice little walk around, show you what is going on. If you're wondering where we are, it is Playa San Juan. So just parked up here for free parking, and we're going to take a wander around and see where we end up. We might have a little bit of a drink, pop in a few different shops. We will just see what's happening in the area. I haven't been here for a little while, but I think it's underrated. They've got a really nice little beach down there, gorgeous views, and this is it's taken me about 25 minutes to get here on the motorway from Los Cristianos. So Los Cristianos, Las Americas, 25 minutes or so in the car. Again, that's why it's, for me, renting a car so much easier. You can pop to these sort of places. You can get here on the bus, but you'll be looking about an hour or so, or a taxi, you'll be looking at quite a bit. So ideally, easiest is in the car without being biased. Right, let's take a little bit of a walk then. Thank you very much for joining me. I know a lot of you will be watching on catch up, but we've got a few people here in the live chat already. So yeah, that's just where you come in. So I'm right at the start of Playa San Juan, this main little area. You've got all kinds of different little shops. It's a mix of residential. There's a few tourist places here. There's a few places you can stay and rent, starting from about 70 euros a night. Just further up the road there, you've got the Ritz-Carlton Obama, very, very posh hotel. You're looking at about 400 euros a night in there. As you can imagine, staying at the Ritz, very expensive. But I do like this area. You've got quite a lot of nice little bars and cafes along the way. I'll show you some of the menus and prices in these. Quite a few nice places for fish and tapas and stuff. So you've got all different bocadillos and stuff there. $4.50 for a coffee and a sandwich. Very nice. You can have a sandwich and a coffee, or a sandwich and a fresh orange for $4.50 in there. Not a bad price, is it? So yeah, you get a bit of a taste of the sort of Canarian fishing village vibe, as well as it being quite nice sort of tourist-wise to wander around. How's it going, David, Lauren, Lee, Ethan, Adam, Helen? How's it going? I'm all good, thank you very much. Thanks for asking. All good. Just to finish work and come straight here. This is where the main improvements have been. Now, last time we came here about 6 months ago, all of this was all like walled off. It was all being dug up and worked on, and they've made everything pedestrianised. How nice are those walkways now? All relayed, all the roads relayed. Nice crossings in. Yeah, look at the walkways now. How wide are they? The palm trees on them. Really nice to walk around now. Very nice. I'd love them to do this flooring in Los Cristianos. Done it really, really well. Here you go. There's a nice Italian gelato over there. You can get yourself a nice ice cream. I could just eat an ice cream, but we'll carry on walking around a little bit. Let me show you this one. So seafood, very popular here. If you like your seafood, proper fresh fish. Let's have a little look at the menu here. Look at that for a table. How cool is that? An old boat cut in half and made into a table. It's quite a cool way of doing it. Let's see what they've got here price-wise. Seafood salad, €5.20. Grilled cheese, baby squid, oysters. I mean, I'm not a seafood person. There's your Canarian style boiled potatoes. You could have some seafood with proper Canarian potatoes. Fish of the day, depending on what they've got. Seafood spaghetti. So yeah, some nice options. I quite like the little boat there. Hopefully we're coming out okay with the signal. Let me know, everyone. Are we all coming through nice and clear? I hope we are. Look at this, what a difference. Love the way they've done it around the bottom of the palm trees as well. Looks really smart, doesn't it? So if any of you know the area, look at them having a little workout layer in the background. This is why I hung on to, I was going to come here a couple of days last week. The weather wasn't quite the best. I mean, it's a little bit overcast today, but look at the view of La Gomera there. Absolutely stunning. Thanks for letting me know, Lee. I think I'm coming through nice and clear. Sometimes struggle for signal a bit round here. And look at this, all this natural coastline as well. Look at them down there having a swim. A little bit of a snorkel spot, that. All your proper natural volcanic coastline. Very different to your beaches. You've got someone diving, free diving over there. We'll see him pop up in a second. He's just dove down. Possibly getting a few fish and stuff. There you go, there he is. But look at the water they're in there. Look how clear it is. Stunning. So you want something a bit more, you know, rustic, Canarian, authentic. Come down, get your towel down on the rocks here, have a swim. You got the stairs going down into the water. Gorgeous and flat out there today as well. And then you come up, you get yourself some lunch, little coffee, bit of seafood in some of these little traditional bar cafeterias. Do bear in mind, with the way my work schedule is, we are walking around here during the siesta time, so it will be a little bit busier of a morning and of an evening time. Yeah, as it stands, we're wandering around during siesta, so a lot of these places are closed at the moment. It's nice, isn't it? What a view that is, the little palm tree and the cactus. Stunning views. So if you've been here before, let me know. We're in Playa San Juan, everyone. If you've been here before, let me know. They've made some improvements. I'm back. Now those improvements are all done. And I do like this little area. I do think it's underrated. Not many people mention Playa San Juan. A lot of people mention Playa Paraiso, Callao Savaki, which is close to here. But look at this. I mean, just chilling, bit of snorkeling going on. A lot of people ask me about snorkeling spots. This could certainly be one of them. Obviously, do be very careful getting in and out and stuff, but on a lovely flat day like today, he's having a ball out there, having a little snorkel. Really cool rock formations as well, aren't they? Be over in Tenerife next week. Fantastic. Playa San Juan is where we are, everyone. So this is just before you get to Alcalá, which you've covered quite a few times. We've been here a few times on the channel, a lot of you will remember it. But they've made all this one way, put all these new little seats in and stuff. And it's really nice. I will be stopping for a little drink or an ice cream or something at some point. But I think it's a nice improvement, really smartened up the area. Glad you're here, wants to see this place. Thank you very much, Jean. Did anyone? They certainly did, Steve. We had 4 people book cars on that stream. So one person got in there first, because I did say the first person, and the other 3 I did email them and offer them a hefty discount. But yeah, we had 4 people book on that stream, which was fantastic. Oh yeah, this is much nicer walking along. It used to go really tight here, if anyone remembers. Used to didn't have much room to walk on that section. Little pizzeria. Planted some new trees in as well. Sneaked in to watch the live as I feel I'm missing out. Thank you very much for joining us. So as I said, this took me 25 minutes in the car to get here from Los Cristianos. Straight down the motorway, nice easy drive, free parking. Yeah, they've done this really nice. They've even thrown in a few little cactus there as well. But yeah, look at this. I like that. The little stairs going down to the lower level. Finished it off really nicely. It's what we like to say. I'd love Los Cristianos promenade like this. We'll never get it. Too busy putting in screens that are unnecessary. I'm never going to let it go about them screens, you know. Even the little chairs are lovely, aren't they? Sit there at sunset. Sun's going to go down here. What a view that is. Very peaceful. So this is literally just 25 minutes down the road, and you've got a completely different feel to your tourist towns. This is a lot more traditional, Canarian, fishing village, got tons of history fishing wise. We're going to see the little harbour here in a minute. You've got a beach as well. Just up in the distance we can see the Obama Resort, the Ritz, very, very posh hotel. They've got a gorgeous golf course as well, which is right up there. This is the Obama here that you can see, quite expensive. We now live in Costa del Silencio, and it's so much different from the tourist areas. Yeah, you got quite a strong British base down in Silencio. Still, I think a lot of British tour residents living there. Oh, this is nice, really nice. Now it's all finished. Coming up on the left as well is a gorgeous place for a pizza, an Italian restaurant. We've been a couple of times with the live streams, and they do a gorgeous pizza, and I think they really do a good tiramisu there as well. Any opinion on Beverly Hills Apartments? Good location, stay up the hill a little bit, but nothing major. You're about a 5-minute walk from Buddy's Bar. You've got everything on. At the minute you come out of Beverly Hills, you're surrounded by restaurants, bars, the Attic Bar, Taylor's, all of those well-known bars and restaurants right on your doorstep. And the apartments are pretty decent. They've got everything you need. They're not super modern, but they're not run down either. They used to be timeshares, so they were quite well maintained until a few years ago. So they are all pretty decent. I think it was this one here that we used to go to for the Italian. It used to be there, I think. So yeah, that's where this is where the new section finishes now, I think. So all of what we've just walked through is what they've done over the last few months, and then this is how it already was here. So they've just sort of continued it on. So there's nothing new here. It was all already done like this, I believe, if I remember rightly. So yeah, loads of these different little bars and restaurants along the way. This was the pizza place, this one here, Casa Medio. Really nice for a pizza in there. Really good. We're going to carry on walking though, because I do want to show you around a little bit, because you can come to the beach here. There's a nice little beach that you can chill on. 444 watching. Do please hit the thumbs up, much appreciated. Thanks for joining me. Underrated little coastal town, this one. Quite a Canarian feel to it, and it's not a million miles from, ooh, a few waves coming in there. It's not a million miles from Los Cristianos, Las Americas, Adaki, even closer to Adaki. 20 minutes down the road. Just going to take you up onto the harbour wall. We'll have a little look down onto the beach before we walk around. We'll go along the beach and we'll find somewhere for a little bite or a drink or something. You can see it's a little bit overcast today. It's same pattern again for the last 4 days. We've had this sort of overcast going on. Down on the coast, your best option. You see it's a little bit more bright down here on the coastline. Still very warm though. I'm sweating. 24, 25 degrees still. And there you go. Quite a traditional feel to it. All the little blue fishing boats, and so it's still a working little coastal town. This, a lot of the fishing boats are still in use. They go out and do their thing, bring it all in and process it and everything. You've got a few fishing trips and charters go from here as well, just there, so you can go on a fishing charter from here. Me and Wayne have booked Florida HHN. We come enjoy Keris. Very exciting. Certainly changed since you visited 10 years ago. I think they've made some nice improvements. I really do. I'm not going to walk too far down here. You can walk all the way to the end, but this is going to give you a nice little viewpoint of the beach we're going to go along in a moment, which is this one here. Nice and quiet today. It's a little bit overcast, so the weekend though, a sunny weekend, this is busy, very busy. A lot of locals down. You can have a nice swim, little snorkel. We're going to walk along there in a second. So this is Playa San Juan. It's in the description box. I will leave the link to the location in the description as well, so you can find exactly where we are. Really not hard to get to, it's really not. Easiest way is going to be by car. If you do want to rent a car, sonasti.com. You can get here on the bus. Taxi I probably wouldn't recommend, it's probably going to cost you a little bit. Very peaceful today though. There's quite a few in the little cafes and stuff having lunch though, which is where we'll be in a moment. I love the view of Gomera though, that's why I wanted to hang on. It's a nice view across to Gomera from here in the distance. How long does it take on the bus from Los Cristianos? You're looking about 45 minutes, an hour. It's not too bad. Sound of the waves, very relaxing, very zen. Let's have a little look along the backside of the beach then. So yeah, do bear in mind, if you come to any of these sort of little, you know, quite local towns, a lot of the places here do stick to the whole siesta thing, so a lot of the shops and stuff will be closed between 2 and 4 is the most common siesta, so do bear that in mind. If you're coming down here, you're gonna have a real good wander around, look through some of the shops and stuff. A lot of them are closed during those hours. Not all of them, but a lot of them are. Then a lot of the restaurants here don't open until late afternoon, probably 5 o'clock onwards. There are plenty of hotels, plenty. I did mention that earlier on. There's a few apartments and stuff. You've got the Obama in the distance, that's a very posh one. But if you put it in on Google, Playa San Juan, it does say there's 115 places you can stay around here, varying in price. I think the cheapest one was starting at, I think, €70 a night. I think you can do diving from here as well. A couple of different boat trips, catamaran, takes you around to Masca. Just got a very different feel to it. Do you shut buddies at siesta? We don't open until 4 o'clock on the weekdays, so we don't do siestas with the bar, no. In the tourist areas, Los Cristianos, Las Americas and stuff, it doesn't really happen. There's not really many siestas, many that follow it. But in towns like this, where it's a lot more local, a lot more quiet, they really do stick to it. There's a lot more places join in with the siesta. It's a very nice, quiet, calm, peaceful beach, isn't it? Current temperature at the moment is 24 degrees. It's very nice and warm. Look at these, some of these old traditional buildings as well. Very old school. And I love these type of palm trees as well. Definite holiday vibes. Some of the historic pictures here of San Juan on the back in the black and white. All the old fishing boats. Thank you for doing these. It's the best pear cup ever. You're very welcome, Amanda. I enjoy it just as much as you. It's my nice little walk, my little work escape, little break. We'll have a little snack somewhere or something in a bit. Lifeguard on duty at the beach here as well. This one's fairly busy. I've been in here with Dad before. La Loña. Done this one before with Dad. Quite nice for a little coffee and an ice cream. Little disabled section as well, so if you haven't got any disabilities, they've got the chair there to get you into the water. Ramp going down onto the beach as well, so you can see different little dishes here. Is obviously written in Spanish as well. So you've got soups and pizzas, paella, different little specials going on. Lovely to see the coastal towns, very nice. Yeah, it's not a million miles away, underrated I think. You've got loads of lovely bars and restaurants. You can go from cheap to fairly sort of, you know, a bit more fancy. You can have a quick snack, you can have a full-blown meal, you can go to the beach, you can do a boat trip, you can have a walk. So we are technically in Guia de Azora here. This is technically where we are. Let's have a little view of the back of the beach. If you do want any more information, you can scan this here. I think this is to do with the dive, the cove. So I think there's a big, the brain cave. So I think this is a dive that you can do. does give you different bits of information. The Brain Cave is an underwater cave that was established as a marine protected area. This protection was given to the cave because of its singular ecosystem, including the brain sponge. It gave its name to this unique place. I think that is there, the brain sponge. Looks a bit like brain. So there you go, if you're a diver, could be an interesting one for you to do. You can scan the QR codes there. So there's no sunbeds, unfortunately. Now they seem to be removed during COVID. It never came back really, the sunbeds. There did used to be sunbeds on here, but they never ever made a comeback since COVID. So a few people are disappointed with that. I know a lot of people used to come and rent the sunbeds and stuff, so you do have to go old school and lay on the sand, or bring your little deck chairs and stuff with you. These are nice as well, aren't they? On the back with the bougainville growing on them. Nice, you've got your shower, everything's here. Everything you need apart from sunbeds and umbrellas, so keep that in mind. I can see someone having a swim out there. Just something a little bit different. A little bit different. We'll go and find somewhere for a little bite and a little drink now. This is not far from Costa Dan, 20 minutes in the car, down the motorway. Not far at all. Let me know your thoughts though, everyone. We've got 550 tuned in. Let me know your thoughts on this little town. Would you come here? Is there enough going on for you? It's a bit quieter, a bit more local. Would you agree that it's underrated? I think it is now, especially now they've finished all that work with the walkways and stuff. Look at these here having a great time. Brought the table along, playing a bit of cards, brought the deck chairs, loving life. Ladies' day out. They're loving it there. Then a lot of these apartments will all be residential. And that's good for anyone in a chair or with any disabilities or anything like that, anyone less able. You can drop them off right here and they come straight onto the beach, straight onto the promenade. Towel and 6 cans. That's one thing I struggle with though. If I do go to the beach, I don't go very often. I can't sit on the sand. I end up with a sore back after a while. So that's one thing I can't do. Hey, we won't go to that one. We'll have a little mooch around, see what one takes our fancy. Afternoon, Craig. How's it going? Thank you all very much for joining in. Even if you're watching on catch up, do please hit the like button, the little thumbs up button under the video. It really does help us out. That's quite clever, isn't it? Someone spray painted the outline of a diver there, and it looks like he's holding the gauge there. Quite clever. Looks nice. Adam, you'd come here. I think it's nice for a little wander. A little bit different. Maybe we could go in this one for a little drink. It looks quite posh. Let's have a little look at the menu. See what's happening in here. Starters. Yeah, this is quite posh, this one. It'd help if the menu was in English though. It's a German menu, that one, I think. Yeah, a little bit more upmarket, that one. Nice though, looks good. Coming from Devon to Tenerife on May the 14th. Have an amazing time. If you're on your way over, look forward to it. Don't pay too much attention to all the UK media hype, clickbait, because everyone here is having a great time. And take advantage, as I said yesterday in our stream last night, the flight prices have come down for whatever reason. Whether it's to do with that, I don't know, but there's some very good flight prices out there. Get on Skyscanner, have a little look around, because the prices of holidays and flights has come down for Tenerife. Little kids play area, there you go. Holiday apartments, front line. So you can have a little look on there if you want to rent a holiday apartment. And scan the QR code or go on the website if you fancied staying around here. Good afternoon, Anne. Enjoying a little bit of a chill. Happy birthday. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Bit of a chill day and then a nice little meal or something later, Anne, I hope. Cheeky glass of wine or a little gin. But I'm sure you'll have a wonderful day. Happy birthday from me. What made you move from the UK to Tenerife permanently? It wasn't supposed to be permanent. I was only supposed to be here for a year. It was meant to be a bit of a gap year, but ended up staying. And here we are 10 years down the line. On a sneaky little work break watching. I like it, Danny. Be careful, but I like it. Look at these different little shops as well. Some of these souvenir shops sell some really nice stuff. Different clothes and bits and bobs. Different necklaces. Oh yeah, I'm just showing everyone what you have. No problem. Different little bits of earrings and stuff as well. Nice. A little bit different from the usual in Las Americas, Costa Rica. Make the most of the drop in prices, 100%. Get on it. Make the most of it. Absolutely. There's some more different tapas prices, and this one's very busy in here. Here's all the different tapas you've got. Paella, croquettes, salmon. Just smell quite fishy in that one. Quite seafood based. We'll see about maybe one of these. If not, I'm going to carry on round and go to the gelato place we saw at the start. Little poke bowl place here, is that? Yeah, Eat the Rainbow. Don't think that's open yet. So we can have a little drink in this one. Here is our menu. Let's have a little look at the menu. Oh, you've got dessert straight away with the dessert going on. Oh, croissants, pastries. Let's get a little ham and cheese croissant in here then. Actually, that's what we could do, isn't it? Little ham and cheese croissant. Let's have a look. I'd say what's going on property price wise around here as well. So Playa San Juan, we've got a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 175,000. 2-bed, 2-bath, 260. And there you go, Alcalá just further down the coast, 375 for a 3-bedroom. And if you fancy something really nice, you can get one of the new apartments they're building, 2-bed, 2-bath, 890,000. Not cheap at all. What are we thinking though? Should we have a little croissant or do a carry-on? What should we do? Should we have a little coffee and a croissant in here maybe, or go to the gelato place? Let me know. Help me decide. What do you think? What do we think? What should we do? So this is TT Cafeteria and Pastry. Little coffee, fizzy water and a croissant maybe? What are we thinking? Got smoothies, milkshakes, different bits happening. Coffee now with a lovely view. Right, let's go for it. Let's do it. Oh, hello. Sneaky coffee. Let's go for it. Let's do it, everyone. Let's do it. Is the airport busy? We fly home Thursday. It's just steady at the moment. It's not bad at all. Hello. You can have a leche,
Yeah.
agua con gas, and a ham and cheese croissant.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you. Here we go. Orders in. I'm gonna have a little coffee with a. I haven't had any lunch yet, so I'll have a little bit of a bite to eat. We were there 2 weeks ago. It was great. We hired a car from Sanasti. It was great to. Went to so many places, including Mount Tady. Fantastic, Karen. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Easiest way to see all these little places. That's not me being biased. I told you I did it years as a kid. Dad used to hire them every single time we'd come. And this is how you get to all these little places. I can stop and have a little coffee, drive further on, go to the next town. This looks nice, carry on to the next one. You can do what you fancy. You could come here, fall in love with it and be like, right, actually, I'm gonna have a few hours on the beach and a full-on meal. Or you can come, have a look round, think it's nice and carry on, go to the next spot along. Easiest way to do all these little places around. You can bob in and out. Some of them you'll find a bit more interesting than others. But it's the easiest way, I think. You could come here on the bus for an hour and then you know, you're not feeling it. And then you've got to get an hour bus back. Afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me. We're currently in Playa San Juan. If you've been here before, let me know. Many of you have been over the years. Again, used to come as a family, go on the beach. Used to hire the sunbeds. There's no more sunbeds, which is a shame. What else have we got on here? We've got paninis. We've got an egg and bacon panini for €5. Ham and cheese croissants, €3.50. It's not much, is it? Hummus breakfast, $8.50. Continental. Different yogurt and granola bowls, $7.50. A salmon bagel, €6. So the prices are pretty good. The croissant is $1.70, and a ham and cheese croissant's $3.50. Homemade cakes, you can have a carrot cake, $4.50. Decent prices. Decent prices. Did I buy any Greggs? I didn't. That TikTok's gone nuts. I had like 420,000 views or something on TikTok of me going around Iceland. Crazy. But believe it or not, a lot of people said, "Oh, what are you doing going in a British shop? You're in Spain, you're in the Canary Islands, and all of that." I get all that. But a few of you rightly pointed out. Oh, nice. Thank you very much. Oh, that looks nice. Thank you. A few of you rightly pointed out, though, for me it's a novelty because I live here, but a lot of you said, thanks very much for showing it, because their family or their children have got various different issues, or they struggle with the diet, or they struggle with change of diet and things. So a lot of you were impressed that you could go in and buy all of this stuff, because some people, when they come abroad, if they struggle or they've got any disabilities and things, they struggle with change. So give me a little piece of cake, I don't know what it is. So yeah, a few people quite liked it. They knew where to go and get all the English stuff to keep the kids happy, or the family members happy that struggle with their diet or things like that. So each to their own. It's been here for many years. It's not just residents that go. People like their English bread. Each to their own. Some people aren't into the tapas and stuff. Some people don't like croissants and stuff to start the day. So it is what it is. But make sure you do give me a follow on TikTok, the Knightstrider one. Gorgeous, lechi that. That is very nice. Very nice. There's some that are nice, and then there's some that are like nice. That's one of them. Obviously, all these different beans, different coffee brands, but that is lovely. Very nice indeed. Second little coffee of the day. Ate the Fox next door to Buddy's, or there are a few places like the Mongolian. Yeah, there's quite a few places to eat around by where we are. Locanda as well. Love that Italian. One of my favourite Italians on the island, Locanda. You've got Overseas Chinese, one of my favourite Chinese restaurants on the island. I'm autistic. I'm not a big fan on change, but I've learned to try new things now that I'm 30. Indeed, as I said, it's each to their own. There's some kids that are autistic and they really struggle with change. It throws them off being given a piece of Spanish bread, not what they're used to. So it is what it is. The prices are decent in there. Sometimes you're on holiday, you're treating yourself, you're off work, you just want a bag of your favourite sweets, don't you? I don't get, some people go nuts over it. At the end of the day, they're paying their import taxes, they're paying their taxes on selling the products. The tourists are happy, they're employing local people. What's the big deal? That was a nice coffee, that. Very nice. Onto the fizzy water. Croissant is on the way. Quite nice as well. The croissant hasn't arrived yet, which is quite nice, because I know they're making it fresh. It's not just pre-made and sitting in the little window there. It's being made fresh, which is nice. Ooh, nearly overfilled the glass. Ooh, nice fizzy water too. It's not in a glass bottle, but quite a nice one, that. Any questions, fire away. Where is your favourite place to go on the island? And what would you say as well, another question I have for you, what would you say has changed the most since the whole pandemic and COVID and everything? What would you say has changed the most on the island? What would you say? Since COVID and everything, what has changed the most? A great thing I learned as well was the ATMs and charges. I just throw little tips on TikTok to help people out, making sure you're paying euros when you pay by card, little things like that, that just help you out. That was a lovely coffee, that. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Coffee was lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ooh, have a look at this. Wow, this smells amazing as well. Look at that for a ham and cheese croissant. Proper fresh, look, it's all melted. Ooh, piping hot as well. That looks lovely. It's absolutely gorgeous. We made the right call. There's quite a few Icelands around. I did mention it in the TikTok. There's one in Los Cristianos, one in Costa Rica, and there's one in Las Chafiras as well. What are the best restaurants by the Claim and Olivina? Well, you've got us right bit nearby. So Buddy's Bar is your first. You've actually got a lovely rooftop bar inside your hotel as well, which is nice. You've got loads of restaurants. I've just mentioned a few. Locanda, Overseas Chinese. The Mongolian buffet right opposite your hotel is very popular. There's one little fly. It's driving me nuts. The ATMs are crazy. Just bring a little bit of cash with you and you can change it over here. You can support one of the little shops that's doing the money exchange. Welcome, thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining me, everyone. 600 people tuned in. Thank you very much. Love the birthday cameo I see from you and Garvey that my partner Jason surprised me with. You're very welcome. Just to show you where we are as well, this is the view that I've got. Didn't realise Buddies was so close, very close, literally a 2-minute walk max. Do you like the ham and cheese croissant in Starbucks? It's okay, it doesn't blow my socks off. It's alright. I normally only have a coffee in there, or a little bit, if I'm going to eat, I'll have something a little bit sweet. From Norwich to Tenerife, 47 days. Fantastic, Dan, not long. Well, that croissant was gorgeous as well. So the coffee and the croissant were gorgeous, and the fizzy water is really good as well. So this could be one for you to stop at. Just a simple little menu, nothing crazy. Done. Any problem with croissants? They go everywhere, don't they? That's how you know they're nice and fresh, though, when they crumble everywhere. You know it's a proper fresh croissant. What would you say is a must for first timers in Tenerife? Trip to Mount Teide. A visit up to the national park. Would be my number one choice. That would be my number one. And that was really nice, really nice. I will come back here again. And really good service as well. Can I have the bill, please? Yeah. It was gorgeous, absolutely stunning. Thank you very much. Very nice in here. What about for steak? Where would you go? Vegas Grill. One answer. I think it's the best all-rounder. There's others that do a very good steak. Very good. But in terms of all-rounder, the potatoes that come with it, you've got a choice in size. For me, Vegas Grill, the bank is very nice, but it's very expensive. In my opinion, it's lovely. Very nice for a special occasion and things. But in terms of an all-rounder, the size of steak that you get and stuff, for me, Vegas Grill. They've also made some lovely changes at Vegas Grill as well. I'm going to be showing. I'll have to show you soon. What they've done is on the outside area, they've got the terrace that wraps all the way around the restaurant on the outside. And it used to be metal rails all the way along. Metal rails all along. They've removed all the metal fence and made it glass. So it's glass all the way around now on the outside. It looks really nice. Could you try Tony Roma's? I'm not a huge ribs fan. I could, but I don't do ribs, and that's what you go to Tony Roma's for, really. Burgers. I could do it. I'll be honest though, no one really screams and shouts about Tony Roma's over here. But I can't really judge it till I try it. So I suppose I should, but I won't. I don't eat ribs. I don't eat anything on the bone. So for me, Tony Roma's is a bit of a waste because all I'll have is a burger or some chicken fingers or something. I might have the fajitas actually. They do fajitas. I could go and try the fajitas. You need to pre-book Vegas Grill ideally, or make sure you go in before 7:30. Best time to go is be in there and seated before 7:30. If you wander in at 8:30, 9 o'clock, you're going to walk into a full restaurant. You might get turned away. If they can seat you, you're going to face a little bit of a wait because it's a massive restaurant. So for me, ideally, I like to try and go and be in there at like 7 o'clock. 6:30, 7. Can you recommend any reasonable apartment suitable for someone with mobility problems for a 4-week holiday in Los Cristianos? You're going to want any on the lower level, so Christian Sarah Apartments, Paloma Beach. You're going to want any on the lower level. I wouldn't recommend Royal Palm because it is up the hill, and even if you stay on the front road where you haven't got to do all the steps, it's still right up the hill. So probably Christian Sarah, Paloma Beach, low down near the coast. I'm trying to think if there's any other apartments around those ways. Victoria Court 2 maybe. Again, you'd have to get ground floor. I think we're going to try Genghis Khan with the fire pit in the table, yes. Could do a vlog on that again. That's where you get all the meat and sort of cook it yourself. You have to spend a good few hours there, bear that in mind. That's not a quick meal in my opinion. You've got to spend a few hours and enjoy sort of playing with the food a little bit and that. Can't wait to be doing Siam Park. We'll be doing that soon. Total bill, by the way, guess the bill. Fizzy water, coffee and a gorgeous ham and cheese croissant. Let me know what you think the bill is. I'm going to have to pay with card because I've got no cash. Always bring cash with you guys. Always. Because when you don't, the likes of now, I could just pay cash and leave. I've got to wait for the woman to come back up now with the card machine. Arona Gran is nice. It is, I think, adults only. So it is normally older people that stay there, from what I've been told. But it is nice, good location as well. €7, $7.50, guess the bill, everyone. Coffee, fizzy water, and a nice ham and cheese croissant. Some of you should get close, because I did tell you what the price of the croissant was, so if you were listening, you'll have known the price of the croissant. I think this is going to surprise some of you. This will surprise a lot of you. €6.30. There you go. A load of you said 9, 8, 8.50, 12. So the leche was €1.30. The bottle of fizzy water $1.50, and the croissant $3.50. There you go. €6.30. Bargain. It was gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. They even gave you a little piece of little biscuit thing with the coffee. Very nice that was, very nice indeed. So TT Cafeteria it's called, is where we've been. I know you haven't brought cash though, because could just pay and go now. I'm gonna need the machine. I think she's bringing it now. There we go. Really good price, really good. Loved it. Very nice indeed. See, this is where it gets tricky to leave a tip now, because I've not got cash on me. So where I'd like to leave this lady €1, I'm gonna see if she can add it on. Can you add on €1 for you? So, yeah. Perfect. Thank you very much. It was lovely.
Thank you.
Really nice.
Copy?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you very much. I'll see you again. Thank you. So there you go. I paid $7.30, so I gave her a tip on card. But ideally, you want to give her €1 in cash. They don't want tips in card, but it's all I had. So there you go. Job done. A few people ask me about tips. That's sort of what I do. €1 for something like that is spot on. Right, I'm going to finish this fizzy water. And we're off. Much better weather. I'll show you the weather now. It is still overcast again inland. Similar pattern to the last 4 days. Quite bright down here on the coast, but it is a little bit cloudy inland. I'm going to go for a little wander again now. Right. Well, that was delicious. That's where we were. TT Cafeteria. Very nice indeed, that. Enjoyed it. Okay. And a very good price. So there you go, eating little local cafes and stuff like that. You're not going to pay a fortune. 650 watching. If you can, do please hit the thumbs up. We're in Playa, San Juan. 25 minutes from Los Cristianos it took me to get here. And a totally different feel to those main tourist areas. Next on our list of places to visit, we will be going to El Medano. Oh, excuse me, fizzy water. The minute I stood up. El Medano will be the next on our list of where I'd like to go. That's another completely different feel. You've got surfing and windsurfing going on in El Medano. And yeah, this is all completely new. I like what they've done. Lovely to walk around now. Sit on the little chairs like they are, admiring the views, the waves crashing in. Coming over to a Decky last week in June. Gonna need a 2-day car hire. The details are all in the description. Just go on the website, sanasti.com. You can see all the cars. And then you fill in an inquiry form, put your name in and contact details, what car you'd like, the dates you'd like. Just request hotel delivery and collection. And then we'll send you a price, get you booked in. And yeah, we can deliver it to your hotel. We'll meet you at reception. We'll fill out the paperwork, which takes a couple of minutes, not long. And then we'll show you the car, answer any questions you've got, give you recommendations on parking, show you how all the little bits and features and stuff on the car works, the basics. And then once you're finished with it, you leave the key in reception, the car parked at the hotel or on the street outside, and we just pick it up from there. So you've not got to, on that last day, you've not got to hang around, wait for us to come back and pick the car up and inspect it and all that stuff. When you're done with the car, usually I just say the night before, whenever you're done, leave the key in reception, and then we just go along to the reception and pick it up the following day, pick up the key, pick up the car, and you haven't got to hang around for us or anything like that. The crazy paving looks very nice. Impractical. It's actually, I think they've done it nice though. I think this is going to last. It's very smooth. I think this should last the way they've done it. They've done it properly. We'll see if it stands the test of time. big cactus, isn't it, outside the front door in the pot there. Wouldn't like to fall into that. If you are new to the channel, I do live here in Tenerife, South Tenerife. I live in Los Cristianos, so we have a lot of videos already on the channel. We normally do a video every single day, a lot of these live streams as well. So if you've enjoyed this live stream format, make sure you do subscribe. It's completely free. Cheapest supermarket to go to. If you're looking for the cheapest, where all the locals shop, I would go to Mercadona. Any Mercadona, there's normally one in every town. Other than Mercadona, you've got Hyperdino or Hippodino with the green dinosaur logo. That's another one that a lot of the locals shop in. So I think near Labranda, I think you have got a Superdino or a Hyperdino, if I remember rightly, just opposite the GF Fania Bay Hotel. So that's probably going to be your best shot in terms of like cheapest. Let's have a quick little walk down this coastal section here. Hopefully we keep our signal. Some lovely apartments on the right there with the glass panels looking out. They've got some lovely views, haven't they? Oof, wouldn't like to fall into that one either. There you go, there's the Royal Delphin boat trip going past. A couple of the free birds out there as well, so you can see these are the boat trips that have come from Puerto Colón in Costa Rica. Where do you keep all your cars when not in use? We're never normally below probably 60%. Normally 60% are always out. So when it goes a little bit quieter, we have to have about 40% away. We can store quite a few. We've got quite a few garages that we have. Each garage stores about 4 cars. And then me and Laura use a couple. Yeah, we rent garages, garage spaces. Quite a nice day for a boat trip actually, not too hot. Yeah, some of these apartments, I bet you they're absolutely stunning, those views from up there in them. Very nice. So I hope you've enjoyed this, something a little bit different. But not a million miles away. I always bring you to places that you could come to yourself. Little petanque area here. So the weekend you can come down, have a little game of petanque. Got a little workout area here with the sand. It's nice, isn't it? And you can walk for miles on this walkway, by the way. You can walk quite a long way. Another nice apartment there. Any of these have got nice views, haven't they? All little pull-up areas and stuff. That one, done their own little improvised security, all the broken glass and cactus there to keep everyone out. Fair enough. It's lovely though, isn't it? And you can, as I said, you can walk along this coastal path for quite a long time. I believe all the way up to Puerto Santiago. You can stay on this coastal path for, is that what I've been told. More nice views. That guy over there doing a little bit of fishing. Just a very different feel, but very, very nice. There is a free bus to Siam Mall, yeah, there is. How much of the boat trips? Depends what one you go on. You've got ones that are 2 or 3 hours, you've got ones that are 5 hours, you've got ones that have your alcohol and food included. You've got private charter ones. I'd start off by going in your mind, knowing what sort of trip you're going to want to do in terms of length of time. If you're not great on boats, I wouldn't really go in for something that's 4 or 5 hours. If you normally get a bit seasick, do one that's just a couple of hours. Nothing too crazy. Or if you know you're going to love boats, you love being out on the ocean, you're going to have a little drink, little sunbathe on the boat, little swim stop. You're quite happy being out there, then maybe go for something a bit more that length, 4 or 5 hours out there. And depends on budget as well. You've got one in Los Cristianos there that's like €20, goes out a couple of hours, shows you the whales and dolphins. If you want to buy a drink and stuff on board, you can. Come back, job done. Or alternatively, you've got the likes of the Muscat, which I really enjoy, and they do a 3 hour or a 5 hour, I think it is. And I think that's more like €50-60 for the 4 or 5 hour one. Oh, I want to show you this big blowhole over here going off. So yeah, work out sort of roughly what what your budget is, how long you're going to want to be there for. All of them guarantee the whales, but they don't guarantee dolphins. There's a good chance of dolphins, but they usually guarantee the whales, because the whales do pretty much, basically they live all year round between us here and La Gomera. The ocean in between is where they do live all year round, so they can pretty much guarantee the whales, but dolphins can't guarantee them. So we'll say whale and dolphin trips. They won't guarantee dolphins. Good chance, but I've been on many where you don't see dolphins. Look at that, look at all the different rock formations on that. It's a nice looking villa on the corner as well. Very quiet, isn't it? Look at the garages built into the rock. Nice apartments. Lovely stretch of coastline. Let's have a little look at this blowhole going off here. Any other questions, do fire away, I'll do my best. The island you can see in the distance is La Gomera. You can go there on a day trip from Tenerife. You can get the ferry across. There's organised coach trips, or you can get the ferry across. It's a 40-minute crossing on the ferry, the fast ferry. Here goes a little entrance there where you can go down onto the rocks. If you do, be very careful. I fancy going down there myself. I would be very careful doing that. But look at that, see, you can just walk all the way along for miles and miles. Where is this little blowhole going off? Oh, here it is. This is it here. I can see the floor's wet as well. So let's see if this goes off at some point. You see where all of this is dripping wet. So we'll wait for this to go off. This could be quite fun to see if I end up soaked. You watch, I'll get here and it won't go off now. Always the way. Gotta wait for the right bit of tide to come in to make it do it. So look at that now. The minute I've arrived, it stopped. The moment you start, yeah, exactly. Places near Las Americas for a sports massage. There's only one place I would go. I go there quite normally once or twice a month sometimes, depends how stressed I am at work, and that is the Maryland's Spa. So it's Spacio, it's called, and there's a lady in there called Shannon, originally from Birmingham, and she's absolutely amazing for massages. Proper professional spa, and it's really, really nice and fair prices as well. So that's where I would recommend. There's loads of different places, but I think she's excellent, so that's where I'd recommend. Part of the Maryland's a hotel. You've got the Spacio Spa there. You can walk in, or you can call them up. They speak English, and you can book in a massage there. And then you can just ask for. They've got a few different masseurs. Ask for Shannon. She's the best. This isn't going to go off now, is it? Just my luck, that, isn't it? Just my luck. But yeah, if you want more of a sort of natural, coastal, quiet walk, very different to our usual mega walks, come down here, walk all the way along this coastline for miles. Completely different. Any website you recommend to book for a solo traveller? Everywhere I look to book 6 months in advance, £700, £800 a week. Not in particular. Shop around. And when you go on these holiday sites as well, on the beach, etc., always find the prices, find something that's a cheap deal, but always make sure you check direct with the hotel, direct with the apartments or the accommodation, to see if you, sometimes you can book it cheaper direct, not through those holiday sites. There you go, it's gone off a little bit. Are we getting there? We're going to have a little bit of a rumble since I've come all this way. Yay? Nay? Oh wait, it was going off massive before. It's going off a little bit now. We're getting there a little bit. There's a little bit of a rumble going on. Come on, I want to see it go all over this. Massive. Don't think it's going to happen for me. It's getting a little bit swelly out there. We'll see. I'll give it 2 more minutes and I'm off. See one of the fishing boats out there. It's actually fishing, deep sea fishing trip. It's trying. They're the free birds, catamarans. It's not going to happen, is it, everyone? It's the way my luck's running at the moment. Cool to see though, a lovely stretch of coastline. All the volcanic rock. So there we go, that was somewhere a little bit different for you all. Playa San Juan, definitely recommend a visit. I do think it's underrated. You've got loads of little bars and cafes there, traditional, serve the tapas, good value, good prices. You saw what I had there, was really good value. You've got a beach there as well if you want to have a little bit of a swim and a chill on the beach. You've got a little coastal walk like this, where you can come see all this gorgeous natural coastline, all this volcanic rock. It's all been worn away by the waves over the years. Really nice to see, nice to watch. You're mixing in with some of the locals, the residents, bit of a Canarian fishing village feel to it. If you have enjoyed it, do please give a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if you would come here. And make sure you do subscribe to the channel as well. It's all completely free. Follow me along on TikTok as well. Of course, don't forget as well, if you're on Facebook, we have got the Knightstrider Tenerife fan group. Very friendly group. We've got over 17,000 members in that group. And really good for recommendations, questions, you name it. Really good friendly group. So pop yourself in there if you're a fan of Tenerife. That is my official group. Has he got something there, or is he stuck on the rocks? Oh, we think he's got one. Got a fish there. You got one. Not often to see anyone catching an actual fish. Usually they're yanking the thing and it's stuck on a rock usually. That's not bad, he's only been here about 15 minutes, he's already got one. Oh, and he's put it back as well, fair enough, catch and release. Fair enough, he chucked it back in. That was fair dues. Oh, little cat's watching us, look. Keeping an eye on us. Doesn't look happy, does he? Fuming. Cute, reminds me a little bit of Felix. Cute cat. Yeah, I bet you some of these apartments and villas here, that looks a nice one, doesn't it? Looks nice up there. Amazing video, you've cheered me up. The weather here is not nice and cold, it's lovely and warm here, 24, 25 degrees. It's a little bit overcast inland, but I don't hear many people complaining. overall, very, very nice over here. So a very nice little stretch of coast that you can pop along to. Do like that. I love all the rocks, all the different formations, and how clear the water is as well. People ask me about snorkeling spots. Very nice area to do it. So I think we will round it off here. Thank you all very much for tuning in. I hope you all have a great Monday. Enjoy the rest of your week. I will be back with more different little areas. I think El Medino's on the list this week. If you've got any ideas, let me know. I can't go too far just because of work commitments. I'm going to the airport in a little while, so I can't just drive up to the north for an hour and film for an hour and then an hour back and stuff. For me, I am quite restricted with work. I've got to get the bar up and running at 4 o'clock, things like that. So I can't go a million miles at the moment, apart from on days off. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching. Do please hit the thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe. We're getting very close to 80,000. Very close indeed. It's jumping up quite quickly, so thank you all very much. And stride on, get yourself down to Playa San Juan, something a little bit different, only 25 minutes away from those main tourist areas. But thank you very much, and stride on. Bye, guys.